Hi guys, Dave here from Wolf in the Wilds. It's early March. The weather is finally above freezing. Not by much. We still have a fair bit of snow, but it's not like absolute freezing cold. So today I have sort of an experiment. Back when I was a kid, there was a movie with Mel Gibson in it. It was called Mad Max, The Road Warrior. And at some point, like near the halfway point of the movie or whatever, he opens up a can of dog food and eats it. Well, in a situation like what he's in, post-apocalyptic thing, food is food. I wouldn't necessarily think that anybody would want to do that, unless the situation was really, really bad. And even if it was, why would you be carrying around dog food? But I do have something reminiscent of that, and I want to share this with you guys. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It's an experiment right now for me too. So let's find a place where we can sort of sit down and set up and get this rolling. I think I found a kind of a nice spot. There's not a lot of snow here. It's not entirely sheltered from the wind, but it's not bad either. So I will apologize for what wind will come through on the camera. And I mean, some people have gotten kind of irate, telling me to get windscreens and whatnot. I don't have that kind of camera that you can put a windscreen on, and I use Sony Handycams, guys. I'm a small channel. I'm not going to go out and spend like 12 grand on camera equipment for like 30 or 40 views a video. Sorry, but not going to happen. Maybe someday, but nope, not today, because I have coffee to buy, and I'm serious about my coffee. I'm so serious about my coffee, I have a coffee maker in my bedroom. No kidding, man. I went out and got one of those single cup coffee makers with the cups, and put it in my bedroom with a box of the K-cups and the whole kit and caboodle. So when I wake up, I got coffee right there, push of a button. That's how serious I am about coffee. Now, as I mentioned before, the Mad Max, Mel Gibson movie, like, not the new one. I haven't seen the new one. I have no idea. Not a clue. I'm talking about the old one, which I think was back in like the 80s with Mel Gibson. He opens up a can of dog food and he just starts digging in, and he acts like he really enjoys it. Well, we know that's probably never going to happen. I mean, people probably eat dog food, they just don't enjoy it that much. But, hypothetical scenario here, guys. Crap hits the fan. Everybody's going out of their minds. Grocery stores are looted. They're in, dire straits. They're not doing well. After a very short period of time, what's left? Not a heck of a lot. Not a heck of a lot at all. Except maybe something like this. Now, this is one of the more expensive ones that I saw. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was a fair bit. The name brand doesn't matter. What matters is it says that it's 100% real chicken, and it says human grade chicken, all natural, oven baked freshness, no wheat, corn, or soy, and is gluten-free. What do you know? There's no wheat in chicken. And it says it's for dogs 6 pounds and up, if that. Now, if you can get, you know, bigger ones, I mean, my dog was 100 pounds plus. I don't know. Maybe the bigger the better. I don't know. But here we go, right there. Human grade chicken. So, according to these people, it's totally safe for humans to eat. It's not going to make you sick or anything like that. And 100% real chicken. And as you can hopefully see, that is still sealed. All right. I'm not messing around. You know, I really do want to see if this is going to work. So this is the real deal. I'm not messing with you guys. This is dead serious. All right, crude protein 68% minimum, crude fat 1% minimum, crude fat 5% maximum, crude fiber 4% maximum, and moisture 20%. Calorie content 2,760 kilojoules. No. 2,760 kcal per kilogram of metabolizable energy, which works out to 41 calories per treat. Not a lot of fat. Fair, you know, pretty good protein, I guess. Not a lot of fiber either. But I don't assume that you're just going to be eating these alone either. I mean, you would probably, you got to rehydrate them, I would imagine. You know, we'll give that a try, but you gotta rehydrate them. So you're probably going to make this into more of a soup or a stew or whatever. And I don't know, whatever critters you get out there, then, like squirrels, maybe you got your pellet gun, you shoot a bunch of squirrels, you throw them in your soup pot, you add a bunch of these for just an extra little bit, and there you go. Ooh. It's colder than it seemed. It's still kind of chilly out, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. Now, I'm sure a lot of you recognize my cook kit, but we're not gonna light a great big fire today. It's still early in the year. We don't get a lot of daylight. It's dark by about 6 or 6:30, and I'm a night shift worker. I sleep through the day, so you know I get up rather late in the afternoon. It's just it's not a good time to be messing around collecting firewood and whatnot. So I went out and I bought a Coleman camping stove. Some of you may have seen my last video. I got a snow machine, bombed around on it like all weekend long, and then decided to upgrade to a better snow machine. And oh boy, so much fun. I love it. I absolutely loved it. On the trail, we came across a guy who lost control and hit a tree, and it was a brand new snow machine. I just got it. I wasn't prepared necessarily to really help this guy out. So I'm going to be putting together a kit similar to the kit that I keep in my car, but on a smaller scale. I'm going to keep it in my snow machine. One of the things that I've decided to get is this camp stove. In a breakdown situation, you know, things happen. It's not a brand new snow machine. It's used. You never know. It could break down. Depending on where and when it happens, you don't necessarily want to be running around trying to gather up firewood and whatever. You just want to sort of hunker in and try to keep as warm as possible. And, you know, maybe it's too dark. You don't want to go wandering off into the woods and get lost. But as long as you have, you know, some basics, you can sort of hunker in and have something warm to drink or eat or whatever. And that's why I got this. So today, we're going to give it a try. We're gonna use this to boil our water to prepare these treats. So let's go. All right. Lightweight and compact. Lights easily with matches or lighter. Great for camping, hiking, hunting, and emergencies. Contains 24 fuel tablets. I don't know a lot about these things, but from what I've kind of seen or what I understand, it usually takes 2 of these tablets to boil a decent sized pot of water. So 24 fuel tablets means I have enough for 12 breakdowns to make myself up some food, some hot drinks, some whatever. And I mean, like, I got relatively big hands, but I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Now, my usual stove has an even smaller footprint, my Vargo. But it's a twig stove. I got to gather up fuel for that. This already has fuel in it. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's great for a hiking kind of thing. This is really awesome for an emergency scenario in a snow machine breakdown. So let's get into it. Here we are. Whew, hands are a little cold. Oh, and I think they're about to get colder because of the metal on that. Now, all right, so that's actually really cool. You don't even need to keep the cardboard packaging because that's all like totally self-contained right there. So you don't, I mean, you know, the cardboard's going to get wet and it's going to fall apart. Doesn't matter. That's cool. I kind of like that. There we are. Now, can we use one to... Now, it's so hard to see the flame on these things because they're chemical. And there's probably little chance of it actually, you seeing it on camera. But they are lit. Took a bit, but burnt my finger a little. Now, we'll just let the water kind of boil up. Jeez, I don't know. It might take more than 2. The twig stove might actually be a better option. Or more expensive fuel tablets, maybe. I'll do 2. The rest, honestly, is for the dog. Now we'll just let that do what it's going to do and see what happens. Okay, so, in this particular brand, the ones that I saw, I believe... chicken was the cheapest. There was also duck, which I would imagine would probably have a higher fat content, so it's probably worth the money. And I believe there was lamb as well. I'm pretty sure chicken, duck, and lamb is what I saw. They probably have more than that. They probably do. But those are the ones that I saw at the grocery store, and originally it was, you know, I'm going to get the dog a treat that's different than what she normally gets. And when I got it home and I was about to open it and I saw, you know, human grade chicken, that gave me the idea for this video. Okay, they're bubbling a little bit. They're kind of starting to... They sunk right down when I put them in. They're kind of starting to float up. I have 4 tablets left. I don't think I'm going to use them to do what I'm doing here. But I think they're going in my fire kit. I'll find some better tablets for this stove later. All right. Up. Ooh. That doesn't smell half bad. Oh. They're like wafer thin. You know what? You don't even really have to... They're like jerky. They're like chicken jerky. Yeah, you could totally eat that just as is. But that's not the experiment for today. Now, if I were to cut those up or, you know, kind of whatever, add them to basically anything that I can find or that I could catch or shoot or trap or whatever, for a very light amount of weight, I could add some substance to whatever it is I was eating. Now, if I were to say I packed 4 of those chicken wafer doggy treats, maybe some dehydrated vegetables and a couple of bouillon cubes, that actually would be a pretty good meal for being stuck somewhere, lost in the woods, or, you know, kind of whatever. Now, I imagine boiling them is probably going to take some of the flavor out because I don't have any bouillon or some, you know, anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, all but 4 of those fuel tablets was not enough to actually get the job done. And to be honest, if I use the other 4, not really going to make that much of a difference. I think this is, I mean, unless I break out the twig stove and actually do it up, I think this is the best we're going to do for this experiment. So, put it in the snow to cool off. Won't take long to cool off today. All right. Cutting them up probably would have made it go quicker. Softened up a little bit, but it made it a lot more chewy, and boiling it did take away a fair bit of the flavor. Now it just tastes like plain boiled chicken. Now if I bought... Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full here. If I brought that to a really good full boil, and I cut these into smaller chunks, and actually gave it a while, maybe half an hour, with some dehydrated vegetables and some bouillon cubes, I would say it would be a much better meal. So, in a really bad situation, most of the stores have been looted, and maybe you can get your hands on some of this. All in all, life could be a lot worse. In just a regular everyday situation where maybe you're out in the woods and your skidoo breaks down and you know you gotta hunker down and maybe even spend the night. All in all, a sandwich bag with 4 or 5 of these little wafers, some spices, bouillon, dehydrated vegetable mix, you know, kind of whatever. It actually wouldn't really be all that bad, all in all. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of enjoying it now. It's really not that bad. So, there you have it. Survival food, Mad Max style. It's better than eating it out of a can, right? Alright. I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. It's getting colder and windier, and I think it's gonna rain. So I gotta run. See you guys in the next video. Hope you have a good one.